Good morning, students. Yes, last time we were discussing about active and passive voice, and I told you that this topic is very big. So today we are going to do imperative sentences. Last time we did modal auxiliaries, how modal auxiliaries change into passive voice, and modal auxiliaries just change as simple future tense. Okay, as we use will be, shall be in the simple future tense. So in modal auxiliaries also can be, maybe, might be, could be, should be. So in the passive voice, we will use be with the auxiliary verbs. Okay, so just as simple future tense, modal auxiliaries will work. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss about the imperative sentence. Okay, what are imperative sentence? Imperative sentence means order, command, request, and it always starts with the main verb. Okay, so in this sentence there is no subject, and this sentence starts with the verb. Okay, so we are going to study imperative sentence in active and passive voice. So now here, imperative sentences. Okay, imperative sentences in active and passive voice. Imperative sentences, that is order, command, request, advice. So this all comes in the imperative sentence. Now we are going to see the first example, and I told you that this sentence starts with the verb. Here also we have to see whether there is object or not. Okay, now listen here. Suppose I write the sentence. Turn the sheep. Okay, turn the sheep. Okay, so listen here, it starts with the verb and there is object. Turn what? After asking what question, you get the answer, the sheep. So the sheep is our object. Turn is the verb. Okay, main verb in the first one. So when there is object, you will write it, let the sheep be turned. Okay, let the sheep be turned. Now listen here, let plus object plus be plus main verb in the third form. So this rule is followed when there is object. This rule is followed. Let plus object plus be plus main verb in the third form. Now listen here, the next sentence. Stop the machine. Okay, the next sentence is stop the machine. Now listen here, stop what? You get the object, the machine. Ask their what or whom question. Okay, and if you get the answer, means that is our object. This is B1. So again, object is given. So let the machine be stop. Main verb will be in the third form in the passive words. So again, let plus object plus be plus main verb in the third form. So this rule we have to follow when object is given. Okay, next one. Next, see the sentence. Take whom to the king. Okay, take him to the king. Now listen here, take him to the king. What is our object? Take what? So you are not getting the answer. Take whom? So you are getting the object. And this to the king. These are our extra words. Okay, to the king, these are our extra words. Take him to the king. So main verb in the first form and object is here him. We ask whom question, so we get the answer. So this is our object. To the king, this acts as the extra words there. Now, let him be taken. Let him be taken to the king. Okay, let him be taken to the king. So this is let, again object as it is. Him will not change into he. So let him be taken. Okay, so let plus object. This is our object plus be plus main verb in the third form. And after main verb in the third form, this extra words we have to put it there. Okay, next sentence. Shut the window. You get the answer. Shut what? The window. So the window is our object. Shut the window. So again let the window. Let the window be shut. Shut, shut, shut. All the three forms are same. So let the window be shut. So here this main verb is in the third form. Okay. But the three forms are same. For shut, shut, shut. Put, put, put. It will not be shutted or putted. Okay. So in this way. Next sentence. Yes. Keep it in a corner. Okay. Keep it in a corner. Keep what? So you are getting the answer keep. So keep it in a corner. So this is our object. And in a corner is acting as an extra word there. So let it be kept in a corner. Okay. So after main verb in the third form, we are writing the extra words. So whenever we are solving the questions, we write extra words after main verb in the third form. Next one, suppose it is bring me food. Now here two objects. Bring what? You are getting the answer food. Bring home. You are getting the answer me. So here object 1 and object 2 is there. And why this is object 1 or direct object? Object 1 is known as a direct object. Last time we have discussed this. Because after asking what question to bring what, you get the answer food. So when we ask what question and if we get the answer, then that is our direct object. And after asking whom question and get the answer, so that is our indirect object. So both the answers you can write it. Let food be brought to me. Okay? Let food be brought to me. So this is our taking the object 1. Or let me be brought food. Okay? Let me be brought food. So both the answers here you can write it. And this both the answers are right answers. So here we are taking the object 1, that is the direct object, and writing the answer. And here we are taking indirect object. So question may be there, rewrite the sentence beginning with direct object or rewrite the sentence beginning with indirect object. So here me will not change into R. This you have to keep in mind. As it is the object, you have to keep it. So this we have done when the object is given. Now suppose the object is not given. Request form is there. Next sentence, that is a request form. Please come here. Okay. When please word is there, at that time it is a request form. We know it. Please we are going to make a request. So instead of please, you are going to write you are requested to come here. Means instead of please, we have added you are requested to. Okay. Please. Now instead of please, it kindly omit me. Okay. Kindly is also request form. So here also we will write it. You instead of kindly, we will write it you are requested to. So that is instead of kindly, we have to add it you are requested to omit me. Okay. So you are requested to omit me. Next sentence. Write neatly. Okay. Now we know this is something good is told to us. Write neatly. Okay, teacher. So here we can write it. Either our parents or teacher will say this write neatly. So we can write it. You are advised to. Okay. So what we are going to write it? You are advised to write neatly. Okay, you are advised to write neatly. So that is there. Next sentence. Now listen here. Order, command. These are all imperative sentences. Okay, now order. Suppose that is invite him. Okay, we don't know this type of sentence. So here invite who? Object is given. So we can use it here. Let him be invited. Okay. Now suppose it is move fast. We don't know whether it is order or what. So you can write it here. You are order. We cannot write it requested. Order or ask to move fast. Okay, so we don't know whether it is a order form or request form, because request, please and kindly words. If you see only then only you have to write you are requested to. But here now listen, move fast. We don't know whether it is ordered or asked in a simple manner. So that is we can write anyone and that will be the right answer. Now listen here next. Suppose our sentence is L, that is come here. Okay, come here. Now listen here, very simple sentence. It can be order also. So if it is simple sentence, then you are asked to come. Okay, so this we can do. You are asked because object is not given. So we have to use you are ordered, you are asked. If it is good something to them, read your lessons. So at that time, you can write you are advised to. Okay, something good is told to you that. Then next one. Now we have seen, suppose it is shoot the prisoner. Okay, shoot the prisoner. In this sentence, shoot the prisoner, shoot whom? You are getting the object. That is the indirect object you are already getting in the indirect object. So let the prisoner be shot. Okay, shoot, shot, shot. Let the prisoner be shot. But listen here, if you are writing, you are commanded. You are commanded. It is a command. You are commanded to shoot the prisoner. Okay, to shoot the prisoner. So this you have to identify whether you have to write command or whether you have to use asked or advised. So you have to identify that type. Here both the sentences are right. Let the prisoner be shot, or because object is given, so this answer is also right. But if you write it, you are commanded to shoot the prisoner, that is also right answer. Okay, so both the answers are right here. Sometimes a choice may be given to you. One only sentence will be given to you. Okay, so you should know the two answers there of this type of question. So this is imperative sentence, that is order, command, request. And now listen here, I will give you some sentences of imperative as homework. Write down the sentences for homework. First one, make a new garden. See in these sentences whether the object is given or not, and then you will solve the sentence. Okay. Second one, walk slowly. Third one, put it on the table. Then next one, Talk politely. Next one. Go and bring vegetables. Call your parents. Seventh one, obey your elders. Next one, you can make it as it please. Here I can give you. Please wait for me. Okay. So these are the 8 sentences for homework. These are for the imperative type of sentences. Okay. So you will solve these questions. Now listen here. Here also. See there. One question. Go and bring. 2 verbs are there. Okay. Go and bring vegetables. Now this might be asked by your parents. So it is not at all an order. You are ordered to go and bring vegetables. It can be ordered. You are ordered or you are asked. Okay. So you are asked to grow and bring vegetables. You will not write to go and to bring vegetables. Okay, 2 times we will not use to here. Okay, only once we will use for the one word for the first one. You are asked to go and bring vegetables. Okay, that will be understood that these 2 is continue with the second one. 2 times we are not going to use to here. So this is little bit different. Okay, now you have to solve these 8 questions of the imperative type. Now next one is our topic, that is the interrogative sentences. We will continue with this interrogative sentences. Yes, interrogative sentences tomorrow we will do it because today our time is over. So tomorrow we will do it. Have you understood these sentences? And children, students, please revise whatever I have taught you. Please revise the questions. Okay, and revise it again and again, read it again and again, then only you will come to know active and passive voice. We have just done active to passive voice. Okay, after completing this topic, that is the interrogative is the last topic. After completing, we will revise active and passive voice. And at that time, we will do it passive to active also. So first you should know how to change and what is active and passive voice, how to change active to passive voice. First you should know that. Then we will do it passive to active voice. Okay, these are imperative sentence and you can identify easily imperative sentence. If please and kindly words are used, then it is very easy for you to identify. Otherwise, these sentences will start with the verb. Here there is no subject. Before this, you have seen that in the sentences, there was subject. Okay, I can do the work. He can do the work. She may write a letter. So in this way, subject was there. But here in these sentences, you are not seeing the subject anywhere. So these are the imperative. So let is used in the imperative sentences. Okay, if the object is given. So ask may, what or whom question. Okay, ask what or whom question. And if you get the answer, means that is our object. And if object is not given, then you are ordered or you are asked. Okay, these words are very much common. So if you can't identify, so just write down you are asked. And if please and kindly words are given there. Okay, so at that time you will only write you are requested to. But if suppose the sentence is help me to cross the road. So at that time don't write here requested. Help me to cross the road. So that is you are asked to help me cross the road. Okay, only once to you will use it there. Okay, so that is the infinitive. Only once you are asked to help me cross the road. Okay, to help means that is one infinitive will be used. What is infinitive? Then you will ask. Infinitive means to plus main verb in the first form. Okay, after to main verb is always in the first form. Is that clear? So up till now we have done it. Tomorrow we are going to do the last topic of the active and passive voice, that is the interrogative sentences. In interrogative also you will get 2 types of sentences. First, starting with the model auxiliaries and getting the answer yes or no, and second WH type question where you get the brief answer. Okay, so these 2 types tomorrow we are going to discuss and we will complete this topic. Okay, yes, bye students. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself.